In this video, I'll break down how to create this really cool paper collage effect in Final Cut Pro. Now, I will be using a plugin for this effect. Now, I'm using these paper rips actually from my plugin, the Creator Bundle, which is for sale on my website, winkensmedia.com. But you can go ahead and find some free paper rip overlays online if you don't want to actually purchase the plugin. So here are two video clips I'm using from the Polo G music video. Let's say I want to create a really cool paper collage transition. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find a couple photos. So I have this photo, and then a third photo right here. Now all you would do is you just simply import these photos, or you can go ahead and actually take screenshots or freeze frames of the music video. So let's say right here, I want to take a actual freeze frame. I can actually select in this clip and then click on Option F. And if I go ahead and zoom out, if I play this video right here, you can see it actually just freezes. So you can go ahead and take screenshots from the music video, or you can just simply import a photo. So when you use this photo, we're going to go ahead and drag this photo onto the timeline right here, and then we're going to go ahead and add a really cool paper rip overlay to this actual photo. So what you want to do is you want to head over here to the titles and generators section, and you want to find the plugin, the Creator Bundle. Now it actually comes with a whole bunch of other effects, not just a paper rip effect. As you can see here, all the effects. But in this case, we're going to be using the paper rip overlay. So just drag it on top of your actual photo and line it up. Now the cool thing about this is you might say, well, it only comes as one, that's not really worth it. Well, if you actually select on this, head over to this icon, you actually can go down here and you can go from a whole bunch of different papers. So let's say paper rip 6, or you want to do paper rip 11. You see you have a total of 11 different paper rips. Now in order to actually add this to your photo, you want to go ahead and select the paper rip you want, make sure everything is lined up, head over here to the video inspector, and what you want to do is you want to take this paper rip, hold down the Option key, and just simply duplicate it, because you want two different layers. Now on the bottom one right here, what you want to do is the blend mode, select the blend mode, and you want to change the blend mode to stencil alpha. And there you go, now the blend mode is changed to stencil alpha. Now we can go ahead and just disable the top one. Now you can select on the actual photo and go ahead and adjust the actual photo to get it into the paper. So let's say we want something like that. It's pretty easy. You just adjust the scale and the position until you get it into the position that you like. Then once you have it in the position you like, you want to select this paper overlay and then the actual photo, and then go ahead and click on Option G, and we'll just call this rip. We can call this rip 01, and then click on OK. So there we go, and we can go ahead and now you put it into a compound clip. Now you may say to yourself, well, I don't see the actual paper rip. Now you want to select on the duplicate overlay, re-enable it, and as you can see, well, that messed everything up. All you have to do is just select this paper rip, take the blend mode, and now we can change the blend mode to screen. And then as you can see, there you go. Now you have the actual paper rip and the photo inside the actual paper rip. So as you see, that creates a really cool effect. Now we can select on both of them again and click on Option G, and we can call this rip, and then we can name it with paper or whatever you want, however you want to keep things organized. And we'll go ahead and type in 01 for this example, and then click on return, and there you go. Now you have this paper rip, or you have this photo inside this paper rip. Now we can select on this photo and we can go ahead and adjust the scale. So you see how we can adjust the scale, the actual paper rip. We can take the position and move it up. We can take the rotation, and you want to make sure that in this case we just want to move it over here so we don't see the edge. As you can see, it's all as one layer, so we can move it around into the position that we like. So let's go ahead and just undo the scale and position rotation, and let's say we want the photo to be something like this. Now you're going to go ahead and figure out kind of how you want the paper rips to come onto the screen. So we're going to go to kind of where the two clips meet right here, this cut point, and we're going to go back 15 frames. So we're going to go back 15 frames. So go here, and then we can just go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and go ahead and place a marker right here. So let's say we want this first photo right here. So we can go ahead and place it and go ahead and figure. So let's say we want this on the screen right here. Now what you want to do is then you want to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, place a marker, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place another marker. Now what we can do is head over here to the actual media, and we can go ahead and select the other paper rips we created. So as you can see, you have the other paper rips that I created. So we can go ahead and rip with paper 2. So we can go ahead and let's say we want to drag this onto this actual video, onto the actual clip right here. As you can see you have this next paper. So here's the second paper rip, so we can go ahead and stack it over here. And there you go. So here's the first one. So if we kind of go frame by frame, you can see this first one pops up, and then we go a couple more frames, and then the second one pops up. Now we can go ahead and add the third one, so we can go rip with paper 3 and then drag this onto this actual clip right there, and now we have another one. Now as you see, now you have this really cool collage effect. Now let's say you want them like on a different layer, so let's say we want the third one to be below right here, and then as you can see that looks kind of cool, so you have this kind of really cool paper rip. Or we can go ahead and let's just drag it up right there. So as you can see, you create this like really cool like paper rip. And again, so for these, like the second one, this third one, it's just the exact same steps that I did for the first one, and now we're just placing them on top of each other, and now you have this really cool like effect. So as you can see, that looks really cool. You have this really cool like paper collage effect. Now let's say you want to extend it. So you see, if I go over here and try to, you see I can't. I actually need to open up this compound clip, and I need to go ahead, as you see, I need to change the duration. So I'm going to select on these and click on like Control D, and let's say something like 3 seconds. I need to like increase the duration of this paper rip, and I also need to go over here and open up this compound clip and select on this and Control D, and we'll set this to 3 seconds. So there we go. Now we just increase the duration. So there we go, and now we can go ahead and select on this, Control D, 3 seconds, and now we have increased the duration. Now if I go back out, now as you can see I can actually like extend the actual compound clip. So that's just a little trick to know. And again, the same thing, open up this one, open up this compound clip, and then just change the duration to like, let's say 3 seconds, go out, and then change this one also to 3 seconds. And now we can actually increase the duration of the compound clip. So that's just a really nice tip to know. See, now we can go ahead and just increase the actual duration of the compound clip. That's just a really nice tip to know. So now we can go ahead and figure out how we want this to actually work. So let's say, so here's the cut point. So let's say we want this one to end right here. Go ahead and trim it. And let's say we want maybe this one to end here. And then we'll just have this end exactly how it ends. We're just right there. So go ahead and play that clip. And now if we go ahead and play it, you have this really cool like paper collage. See how it kind of like transitions into the next clip? So you can see this really cool like paper collage with these kind of like photos come out with these really cool paper rips, and then it transitions into the next video. And again, you can go ahead and customize it. So let's say we actually wanted to start here. So we can go ahead and select all these paper rips and then drag this right to the cut point over here, because I think that'll create an even better effect. So again, we can just drag them all together. They're all combined, they're all compounded together, so we can easily move them. So let's go ahead and play the clip. As you can see, I think that just looks a little bit better. And there you go. Now you have this really cool like paper collage effect. Now you could also create like a really cool stop motion effect. So let's go ahead and click on this clip right here and click on like Command B. And we want to select on, let's say, this paper rip. And let's say we want to take the position and we just want to like move the position down, something like that. So you can see if I play it, it kind of comes on the screen and then it like comes up. So you can do something like that. Now let's say we want to select on this paper rip, actually undo that. And let's select on here and let's just create a cut right here and go ahead and let's say we want to take this paper rip and maybe we want to like increase the scale or something like that. So the scale is kind of like starts scaled up and then it goes back down. And let's say something like that, we want to select something like this. I'm just kind of like messing around. We can go ahead and click on Command B, and let's say select on this clip and we want to take the position and move it up. And now you kind of like mess with it. So you can see you kind of like mess with position, mess with all this kind of stuff. And now let's see what this looks like. It kind of should create like a really cool like stop motion effect. So you see how that's kind of like animated. I just think that's a much cooler effect. See how it kind of like comes on, comes off. So you create this like really cool like stop motion paper effects. We go ahead and play it again. This is just a really cool effect. As you can see, you could just mess with all bunch of different stuff, change, mess with the scale, the position, the placement of the clips, and you create this really cool transition. And then to see you create a really cool paper rip collage effect in Final Cut Pro. Again, if you want to purchase the creator pack, which comes with these really cool paper rip overlays, the link will be down in the description below, winkensmedia.com. And if you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to go and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.